once again, I'm not perfect, so bear with me if I fuck up. May 14th, 2022, 9 p.m. Day 4 into this uncanny phenomenon that my friends call a retrograde. I've always been intrigued by dreams, thoughts, planets, stars, and zodiac signs and shit like that. But I never took it upon myself to completely judge another human being based on astrology. In my mind, you'd have to be a fool to believe that someone's birthday determines whether or not they're a good person, whether or not their existence is right for you. I always believed that our experiences and expectations determine who and how we are. That's something that I could go deeper into, but we could save that for later. Anyways, it was a full moon that night. Mez released his album, The Mystical Love Continuum, and I wanted to follow up on a short project documenting his release. When you're an artist who's passionate about your work, creating the shit almost feels like sex. It's so orgasmic. Once you have an entire project to give to the world, it damn near feels like you're about to have a baby. Sometimes the time and the date that you choose to do so can make you feel even more emotionally invested as an artist. I wanted to capture that moment despite going through my own shit that I could barely catch a grasp on myself. It felt like it was a good night to take my sweet lady on a scooter ride with me, so I did so. We arrived at the Hotel Roxy, slightly drunk on tequila, Espelon of course. I gathered my camera and tape recorder, anticipating talking to Mez the first chance I could get. But when we arrived upstairs, something felt strange. I walked past certain people who were familiar with who I am, but I didn't know them. Blank stares, slight head nods. I can always sense when frequency changes in the room. I bask in awkward situations though, so no worries. We got to the wristband man who tells us that we can't get in without paying. That's expected, but fortunately for me, my invitation from Mez himself got us in free. Before I could tell the wristband man that, Mez was already walking towards us, wearing all black like a beautiful nightmare. The manager of the Hotel Roxy told Mez to let him know who was coming ahead of time after looking at me and my girlfriend with questionable eyes. It all made sense to me once she told me that she had once met him through her ex-boyfriend who had recently threatened for harassing her. I try to keep my composure through chaos, but as of lately I've been a ticking time bomb. Seeing another one of his friends who I associated with at the time didn't help. He walked up to us and gave us both a hug and then said, "I don't know why I hugged you." We both laughed, and I told him, "Because it's all love, but let your friend know when I see him I'm gonna punch him in the face." Not the response that me myself was even expecting to say, but that other voice in my head did the talking for me. He walked away, and that was the last that I seen of him that night. I almost fucked up. From there I zoned out and remember looking at the full moon on the roof, seeing my girl laugh and talk with some people that we knew. Eyes facing tunnel vision and barely hearing conversation, looking at blurred faces and feeling empty, galloping in the bottomless pit. The first performance that I see is by this guy named Nick. I took some photos of him that I thought were cool. It felt good hearing some different music besides rap, very rejuvenating for my ears. Made me realize that I had been going to nothing but rap shows in the past few months. After he finished performing, my mind went back into that sunken place, being around so many people but feeling alone. Always a morbid feeling. An artist named Raury went on after Nick and gave an enchanted performance. Upbeat drums, rebellious lyrics, and very soulful energy. This lineup definitely fitted the sequence of the night. Each artist complemented each other's sounds. I wish my thoughts weren't so eerie. By the time Mez went on, I was pretty fucking shit-faced, but I made sure to catch pictures and footage. I wanted to talk to him to get some answers over these clips, but unfortunately I didn't get the chance to. Overall, Mez's showcase felt very cinematic. The scenery and people meshed with the ambiance. Mez's vocals covered the audio of his tracks like a blanket keeping a newborn baby warm through a storm. His production played a key component to his lyrics and supported them with these futuristic vibes that sounded like a sci-fi film soundtrack. Can't say I'll remember the rest of the night from there, but hope you enjoy this.
Break the house down, tell us what they got.